Okay, is anything working today? Okay, why is that got the monitor on? Okay, so microphone had... Actually, did I turn the noise gate back on? Yes, I did. Must have been messing around with mic stuff, and not only was it only half plugged in to the point where I think it basically only got power, it had a delay set on it of about 100,000 milliseconds. God knows what I was trying to accomplish there, I don't seem to remember. Also, where are the video clips? They were literally working earlier, I checked.
What?
Yeah, that one worked.
Soup's on.
Okay, maybe I just didn't hear them. You hear me now, and that's good. Oh dear, okay, yeah, some kind of... what do you call it? Connection must be bust then. Touch portal, you're probably fine. Streamer bot's connected to OBS, that's fine. What am I missing here? Yeah, it's Touch Portal deciding it doesn't know what any of my Twitch stuff is. Again. It just does that sometimes. I cannot tell you why, but it do. They do like to do that. And then not actually tell me, which was really annoying. Ah, the perils of all this stuff. Okay, so we owe you a...
That doesn't work.
And also a...
Soup's on.
Not to mention a...
What? Soup's on. What?
Okay, either those don't queue anymore, or they don't queue in conjunction with... what do you call it? The... Oh. Okay, that works. Oh, this is irritating. Apparently this doesn't have a link to streamer bot. Why would it not? Oh, could it be that apparently Touch Portal's just decided that it's completely reset itself and lost all of its connections? Which, let me tell you, is just the most convenient fucking thing in the world. God, this has got me in a bad mood already. This is... Need to calm down for a second. Okay. We'll have that up and running again in a second, hopefully. Yes, okay. Touch Portal's talking to StreamerBot again. Or like, out of Touch Portal! Soup's on for what? Had that a few days ago, thought you'd messed something up. No, Touch Portal decides, oh no, those weren't your settings. No, you meant defaults. You definitely meant defaults. Touch Portal is helping. Okay, I think that's all the heck out of the way. Hello everybody, thank you very much for the subscription, Neek. For 9 months. Plop. Plop, you say? Because you are plopping down a subscription? Or poo? Thank you for getting your joke. Wasn't sure it would come through via text, but our brains work in the exact same way, it would seem. Yes. I gave you 2 options, Nick. I think I did. I suddenly don't remember what I said. I say this like it's unusual for me. It's not unusual at all. Okay, so first things first. I don't have the camera on for one big reason. You plead the non-exclusive or listen here, you little shit. No, I appreciate your sub and I appreciate you. Order to be determined. Yes, so reason I've got my cam off is there's a bed in my living room. It was in my spare room, but it's taking up too much space and I'm getting it out of here. Hopefully to a charity shop, maybe just get the council to pick it up or bung it up on Facebook Marketplace, see if anybody wants a free bed. See what happens. Might be a hard sell though, it's like 15 years old, I think. But the reason it's down here is because I was getting out of the spare room on my own because I have immense bouts of idiocy sometimes. Is it a single bed? No, it's a double. It's from the old flat in Dundee. Can't mind if it was mine or the flatmates one, but it's one of those. The reason it's sitting in here is because it's in a mattress bag, because I want to put it in the garage. Problem is, in getting it down the stairs on my own due to the aforementioned idiocy, it's now got some holes in it, so I need to tape those up if it's going to be stored in the garage for any amount of time. Maybe hold on to it anyway. Maybe. Hopefully I can get it into a state where I can just put it in the garage and forget about it, along with everything else in my life, because what else do we use garages for? But not only would it mean there's a big bloody bed in my camera shop, also it's in the spot where one of my lights was, and I can't be bothered trying to reposition it and get it looking right again, so it's just no cam. And I was feeling a little bit no perceived today anyway, so need a bed for Jill's blue room. Not sure if a double is the right size, and Jill is away out, so you can't ask. I will not have it picked up immediately. We can hold off on that for a little bit. If you can make use of it, it's all yours. You'll be the one arranging transport for it, but I'll happily carry it out to said transport. I mean, hiring a van, like, what are the possible pitfalls one could go through doing that? You're reminded that bed sizes in the US are kind of silly. Like, they're just too many size, or they'll put a queen bed in a second bedroom. Right. The American tendency to overlarge things. That said, I'm a fan of their house layouts quite often. They have a sort of more open type of thing, whereas we're kind of packed in a bit. And it really is just a bedroom now. You can't fit anything else in it. Yeah, sometimes this can be taken too far. Depends entirely on if one can fold the mattress in half. Not this one. It's a free-manned mattress. That said, I'll need to look at the feet for that as well. I don't actually know where I've put them. Oh well, that's the excitement of my week, I'm pretty sure. Can't think of anything else other than a bunch of Battlestar Galactica. No spoilers past start of season 3, please. I'm not all the way through it yet. Yes, a van would be required. I would figure so, yeah. Could tape it to the, roof of your car, but one, I'm not sure that's road legal, and more importantly, I'm not sure the car would survive. No. Anything else that's happened? Nope, can't think of anything. But feel free to tell me how your weeks are going, because I am interested. As we go into GAM. And we stop the music. Be an unwitting homage to Mr. Bean. 30, whatever it was called, was a great episode, so ends your knowledge of Battlestar Galactica. I'm well aware that you concede that Battlestar Galactica had one good episode. I'm aware of your opinions on this. I think there's a couple more. I do think the 33... Oh, it's just 33 into it. I do think is good. Ah, yes. The creepy fucking snowman rides again. Mostly because I couldn't think of another costume. Actually, tell a lie, I did have another costume when I booted this up the first time, thinking it was the one I'd played before, but it wasn't. I've been playing the Xbox one, not the Steam one. So I do have the option of Business Suit Smiley Pirate. You've been clawing your way through Hell Week at work, and today's the last day of it, you hope. Well, fingers crossed, touching wood. Thumbs up to a shamrock. Well, whatever else you do for good luck. But no, I think we're going to stick with the snowman. Especially since Jill's not here to complain at me about it. Okay, Mastodon, you're making noises. That's very good. You're making a lot of noises, actually. Why? From Posting and liking posts. Okay, that's a very nice reason. I will mute that tab anyway. L week equals taking most of your supervisor's duties while she's on vacation and also trying to do your own duties as well as working overtime to get everything done. You are lit tired. Fires missiles. Yes. Yes, that would do it tired on you. And I hope you get paid for that overtime because damn, that is a lot. And with a bit of luck for those other duties as well. So I explained the premise before, but I'm happy to explain again. Is this the start? I don't feel like that's the start. Okay, well, we'll click that and see if it's the start. Not even close. Right. Maybe we just get rid of my progress, because... Oh, no, this is... seeming more familiar. Yeah, mansion. Mansion is the start. There we go. Here we are. I can pick this up just so we can hear that music I like again.
You've just grabbed an instructional video. Hold it tight. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you're lost or otherwise...
Oh, it actually spawns a video screen.
Look around for...
Oh, something I've got to try, actually. Oh no. Oh, what have I done? I got myself stuck already. Very nearly. Does it only spawn there? Much experimentation must take place.
Just grab an instructional video.
Okay, it's always over there. Okay, so yeah, there's very basic actions you have to do in this game. By sticking your arms out, maybe up, maybe down, maybe they grab onto something and stay there. But that's the basic premise. Like if you want to open a door, stick your arm out, hold onto it and push and pull. Hope you enjoyed that because it might be the last time you see it for a while. Because believe it or not, you can stick to walls. And a little bit swingy. Oh, no, that didn't work out as I hoped. There we go. Bit of height on there. Bit of height. Okay. Need to get over a bit. But I've got room to swing. Go. And a bit more. Yeah, I hope you like the look of all this Spider-Manning because it's a pretty ubiquitous tool in getting past puzzles. That's an entire room we didn't have to do. Good start. But sometimes your way around things is a little more, shall we say, nuanced. And sometimes it's more like that. Oh, really? You're going to dump me back here? Oh, no, hold on. I've actually got ahead. I'm further forward than I thought I would be. So this is how you're meant to do the puzzle. You press both of those at the same time. Alternative means through are available. In theory. Actually, there's not much to it, but I wonder where one must get to exactly before it'll say, yeah, you can go to the next level, it's fine. Using the respawn to skip puzzles. Now we're speedrunning. This is pod racing.
Yet they can't fly and never will.
You know what, that's probably enough to trigger it. If it's triggering that voice line, then... Yep, there we go, next level. Bonk. Boing, boing. I don't know if this is actually faster, this sort of bunny hopping, but it's something for me to do. It's like rolling in Zelda games. You don't do it because it's faster, you do it because there's a lot of travelling to do and you might as well do something while you're doing it. Perfect explanation, don't need to change any of the words. Bye, yellow bin. No, rude. My assumption there is that one gets the bin out the way and then goes through that door. Let's do the other thing. Oh, dear. Occasionally your arms can get crossed, at which point some hilarity can occur. Frankly, I don't think your wee man knows exactly what to do. Clem. There we go, no train moving required. Skipped a couple of rooms. Skip that door just for the hell of it. Whee! Okay, maybe now we can get the good swing. Not quite. Didn't realise there would be a height difference. How about here? Perfect. Yeah. Now, one of the trickier aspects of this game, balancing. Because, as I found out to my chagrin in a previous playing of this game, simply turning and change your foot position can cause you to fall off stuff. Just something to bear in mind. Here, for example, you get the box up here, get it up on that lift, carry it over there, put it on that button, and then open that door. How are you still up? There we go. Okay, a bit more straightforward this one, I'm afraid to say. Lots of hop. Hip. Oh, you know, hashtag not spawn and all that. Well, more like hashtag plus spawn. But this is a very fun game. At least in my opinion. The controls do take a little bit of getting used to, but not that long, and doing so actually gives you more freedom than you would think, rather than just walking up to a switch and pressing a button on a controller. You have your arm, and you actually poke at it with your arm. It's something I quite like about it. Like, normally, you know, I can barely even be bothered to use a mouse most of the time. If I can get away with it, I'll use a keyboard shortcut. Somehow here, that extra complexity feels quite nice. I suppose it's you know what you're in for. Like, this is the game's deal. As long as you know it going in, it's fine. Like, you go into a Space Quest game expecting to die 100 times. That's what Space Quest do. It gives you poo jokes, sci-fi, and endless deaths. And how? And how indeed, Pickledy Dog. Yeah, I never even finished saying hello to everybody, which is rather rude of me. I'll just get myself on solid ground first. To be honest, I think I only got as far as Neek, which is quite rude. And the music is very dramatic for no particularly good reason. So, hello Neek, hello Pickledy Dog. Hiya Papaya, hi Scott. Yep, there we go. Dewey, Cheatham and Howe. Feels like a reference I should get, but it's not quite coming to me. Also, I think there's a cave over there. I realise I can't actually point to things, because the arm is hidden behind my big snow dome. Car talk? Sorry, it's not cleared it up for me. In fact, I was so discombobulated it jumped off a cliff. which is frowned upon in modern society. Hip, hip, hip. Yeah. There we go. I think the physics are a little different for climbing on stuff. A number of times I've been like, jump onto something and my arms go over the ledge and they don't grab on. You know, that joke has been referenced in several adventure games, but didn't know it was originally from that. Yes, you know what's coming. Swingity. Yep, not here because can't actually get any swingity. And I would like swingity. It helps me do the thing. I promise I will try and find better solutions that don't just involve Spider-Manning. That's going to get tedious to watch. Eventually, but not yet. But this is one of the more straightforward levels. It's just there's a lot of terrain to cover and there's one or two obstacles in your way. Can't even see where we started now. Showrunners like the joke so much they registered their business entity as it. I see. There is a Dewey, Cheatham and Howe office in Harvard Square. I think Blink-182 have a similarly childish corporate name because they liked the ideas of lawyers having a say it in business meetings, which I can't find myself being opposed to that goal. Sounds very, very amusing. A hide door. Signing the obligatory lawyer typography, of course. And that tasteful lettering. Maybe even a watermark if you can swing it. This will probably do, right? Loading! Yay! Blum! Well, at least I got a soft landing this time. Good swing? No, not if I do it wrong. Try again. Hey! That one was pretty clean, I'm happy with that. Could use a bit of height here, actually. The speedrun stretch. Indeed. Hello, Steel Morgan, welcome in. I can only assume that if this is what my casual playing is able to wrangle, then speedrunners, oh god, I've never actually looked up Human Fall Flat speedrun. And I'll need to at some point, because that shit's got to be insane. Surely. I can't imagine. I will probably do that once I'm done here. Because, you know, this is just from me playing it rather than actively trying to find speedruns and doing constant attempts. I only imagine it is hilarious. Pretty inherent in the design, to be fair. Yeah, like I was originally thinking of calling the stream like Human Fall Flat done wrong, but technically not. It's just it has one way that you can do things, and it also has a couple of dozen more due to the existence of physics. I'm just thinking that'll be where we came from, because you try and smash this wall, if I remember correctly. Yeah, they're more guidelines than actual rules. Oh yeah, I remember. You open that door, 100 boulders fall out, and then you use them on the wall, or something. Just small room skip. Can hardly see. Take that. There we go. Okay, just for a laugh. Let's see if I can jump my way through. Nope, not quite. That's fine. We have our ways. Yeah, I'll give this a go. Oh, Christ. That's some pretty intense yoga that our snowman is doing. Weirdly melancholic music. It's going to take longer to get up there than I thought. Reset. Not quite where I hoped to reset, but... Okay, we'll trade a room skip for some recovered sanity. And some different swinging. Totally different swinging. Not at all like the swinging we were doing earlier. Totally different. The exact same swinging, there's just less of it. So I dread to think how precise these grabs must be in the speedrun. Assuming this is a tactic they even use. They may have something far in advance. One of the nice things about Tears of the Kingdom is that version 1.0 is still perfectly playable and people speedrun it because none of the glitches have been patched out yet. Excellent. Is there anything really fun in there? Like, I know there was a item dupe glitch found. Which is often one of the first ones in a game like that. In a game where stuff is collected. A pretty desirable glitch to get. Nope, not quite. Not quite. Yep. Okay, I think I can still successfully claim I haven't done a single puzzle. And put those mesh barriers around Ganondorf and he just sits there. Oh dear. Like, well, no bastard is going to be crazy to put up all these mesh barriers. You what? That said, QAing that game must be fun from one perspective because Tears of the Kingdom is a fun game, and an absolute nightmare when some executive insists, okay, now you have to find everything that could possibly go wrong. And you're just like, I don't even know how many systems there are, but now I've got to test all of them? Christ. Yeah, we'll use an item. There's no sin in that. There's no sin. Your personal thing is watching Tears of the Kingdom, is seeing the mad shit people make. I mean, yes, that is in itself quite a joy. I might have figured out an easier way around this. But don't fall into a fucking hole again. Might help. Oh, Snowman, what you doing? No, I've not quite got the rhythm on these swings. Also, the travel on that arm was unbelievable. I don't know what was going on there. I used to do much wider swings, but it turns out it's kind of not necessary. You don't really get any big benefit from doing a wider swing than a smaller one. Ah, there we go. Yep. Stand still for a second. Strikes You is the kind of game that took 3 months to proof of concept and 5 years to get everything working. Yeah, I mean, you deploy those systems on a wide scale, you can see that happening. At least physics-based stuff is more or less expected to act weird at times, so there's probably some wiggle room in that regard. Well, yeah, that makes sense. As long as they're not like Skyrim levels of get flung into the sky for no apparent reason. I feel like I read an explanation of the Skyrim space program bug at some point. Room skipped. Hopefully 2 rooms skipped. We'll see how this goes. Which is just like sheer force downwards on the player from the overhead club swing. The game's just like, okay, so you bounce off the ground at 2 times the speed of sound, and yeet. Off to Jupiter you go. Horse tilting, someone wasn't paying attention. Like, come on. Come on, the horse is at an angle that can be measured in single digits. And is still standing and happy to move. That ain't right. That's not how you horse. Skyrim Starfield Edition. Way. Oh. Aha, I'll grab onto this window for safety. Oh. Yay, loading. Honestly, I'd almost prefer if they didn't have the loading text in there. Because I applaud them for having a pretty seamless feel to all of this. And loading kind of takes me out of that a little. Korok Space Program has been good to you. The Korok Space Program? What does that one entail? I am unfamiliar. Oh, piss. Well, speaking of Tears of the... Get up there! Speaking of Tears of the Kingdom, if you want to either have an entertaining stream or feel extremely bad about how good you aren't at Tears of the Kingdom compared to the streamer, have a look at Anoxian. Let's see what clip comes up. There we go.
Oh,
but nevertheless. Really? Really? That's the clip you're going to use? So short. But yeah, and Anoxian's great and absurdly good at Tears of the Kingdom, in my opinion. She was attempting to play it on free hearts only. Now, you get hearts as part of the story in Tears of the Kingdom. I'm sure y'all know if you've played it. So, still, minimum amount of hearts. At some point, you're going to get one-shotted. But no, yeah, Anoxian's great. Just that attaching rockets to Koroks has had a success rate of greater than 0, which you never expected. It hasn't failed every single time. Ergo, it's a viable proposition. Funding grant, please. You've been attaching rockets to Koroks. Is that the ones that are looking for their friends and they can't walk? Sure, those ones, yeah. Yeah, definitely those. Actually, are the ones you just find and get a Korok seed from, are they interactable in that way? Can you strap stuff to them? Or is it just the ones that are looking for their pals and they've had too many pies? Now, I think the explanation they give in game is that they're too tired. They've been searching all night or some such, right? Ah, yeah, it was. I wish I had more talking points for these particular sections, but you know me. As soon as I'm forced to try and think of something, my mind just does a blank. It's a blanket of blankness. There we go. Just for a laugh, I will go into this room. Although, if that looks like very climbable mountain terrain, you know, put a pin in that. So, there's the way I attempted this the first time was something along the lines of this. Yeah, it actually went better than my first time. I had to reach out and grab. Actually, no idea what the stick is for. Do you, like, arrange it as a tightrope here? I don't think that's gonna work. But I also tried it this way. It's surprising success. Ah, trebuchet, my one true love. Damn it. There we go. Get that in position. God, come on. There we go. I had that down to science not long ago. I don't know what happened. Okay, so... Oh, thank you very much for the sub borders. Did you just hear rocks that were looking for other rocks but ate too much pie? Co-rocks. The rocks that are looking for each other and ate too much pie, that's computers, the rocks we tricked into thinking. Oh, there's a cave system down there. I'd completely forgotten about that. So I believe the idea here is that you go through the castle onto the windmill, and then you can see a wee sort of house in the distance. There's an island there. You can get into that castle by getting in this contraption and yeeting yourself in there. I'm going to try something else. Come on. Come on. One of those hands must have been on the ground. But there we go. Come on, girl. Are those co-routine rocks? Yes. XOR rocks. It just occurred to me actually, it's been so long since I've heard the term subroutine. And now that I think about it, I'm not even sure how it's meant to be used. Like, is it a function call within a function? Is that what it's meant to mean? It used to be a pretty big favourite of sci-fi writers. Oh, something that does a thing within robots or computers must be a subroutine. Quote, oh, what am I even doing? Oh, fuck that. Well, I could be talking about anything. Oh, accidentally set it off early. Okay. Might not be powerful enough. We shall see, but... See, I've got Tears of the Kingdom on the brain, because I started thinking, well, if I glue rocks onto the weight side of it, then maybe it'll go faster. No, that's not how it works. You don't glue things in this game. You just place them with your noodle arms. Your noodle snowman arms. It's like, if there is a more efficient way of doing these turny things, I'd like to know what it is, because, well, one would think you just grab it on and then rotate round and round and round. It doesn't seem to work that way. Yeah, the tricky part. Lifting that thing. Whee! Okay, I'm going to have to use it to get on the castle wall and then proceed from there, I think. Does this count as solving a puzzle? I don't think so. The intended puzzle was to get you into the castle. But of course they are graciously allowing us to do the other thing. I mean, technically I'm still using a trebuchet to get into... No, it's not a trebuchet, is it? Just a trebuchet or a catapult? I think of trebuchet as more as a flinging system as opposed to just a counterweight system. Catapult? Okay, I'll go with that. Thank you. It's solving an entirely different puzzle that I made for myself because apparently I don't have enough hard work to do in my life. Piss! Okay, Jail is right, I do say that word a lot. Genuinely never realised how often I used it. So she started using it and said, you use it all the time. That's where I got it from. I was like, oh, I don't use it all the time. Do I? Do I use it? I do use it. Case in point. I don't remember what was illegal, but that hell, it could have been anything. You really only know real subroutine usage from BASIC. You think it's an assembly state machine concept. Object-oriented and threaded programming kind of deprecate them as a distinct concept. Oh no, I solved it the right way. No. How could I? Oh, fucking... It was slightly before I was ready, if I'm being honest. Oh, jeez. I had all this a second ago, and suddenly I'm just like, oh my god, I don't even know how to play the game. I thought I was playing the game right anyway, but I had a certain level of skills. Explosions kill you, those are the rules. Again, could be anything. It's actually remarkable as a physics simulation with silly controls. I was saying earlier, I quite appreciate the controls and the level of, for lack of a better term, control they give you. How many games let you directly hold different things in different hands, for example? And this offers you a intuitive, if fiddly, way of doing that. Anyway, I told you to keep these mountains in mind. And this is for why. I am bread. Yes, for example. I don't know if I've played that one, actually. I've seen two separate people lose their goddamn minds at I am fish. Interesting that there's a cane up here. Almost makes me worried that I'm doing the right thing. Which, that's not allowed. Because it kind of looks like it wants us to use the cane, shortcut all the way over to that island.
Don't die.
That I'm actually not in danger of. And also, hello Dee Dee, welcome in. Thing is, it's actually this bit we're meant to get to. Not at quite so devastating a terminal velocity, but I say as if there's variance on terminal velocity. No, it's a measurement of how fast down one can go in a particular environment, so kind of a set value. Octodad Manuel Samuel, I like that name. I don't think I've played Octodad either. I've got it, and I got gifted it at some point, I remember that much. But yeah, I don't think I've gotten around to it. There's a whole raft of games in this vein where you had to control specific parts of your body. Small, you know, a small one. Q-Op, that's the one I was thinking of, yeah. Octodad is far more story than one would expect. Yeah, speaking as someone who has just gotten to the story portion. Oh, I thought I could move that. Just gotten to the story portion of, what do you call it? Power Wash Simulator. I don't know why it took me so long to think of that. I could have done this myself the entire time. Like, when I was playing this with the Bad Batch, I feel like we spent a lot of time on this particular puzzle. And I do not remember it being so easy to get that down. I mean, granted, I believe it's still, you know, a human could do it, but it was, you know, there's a catapult there for a reason. You jump up over there, you put your whole ass weight on it, and then, maybe then, it'll come down. But no, just separate away. Damn it. Separate it away from the wall. That's all you need to do, apparently. I am learning. Go on, stay up there for no apparent reason. Plus, anything do to... Oh, wait a minute. Ah, that rock was there, and it knocked this out of place. Storytelling. I was going to say environmental storytelling, but kind of not. It's just environment storytelling. Oh, limbo. No, no, don't. You stay here. Oh, no, 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 no. You see those two bits there? That means that is clearly the intended path. And... oh, can't do that. Can't do that. That is not allowed. Yeah. Screw you, intended path. Indeed. Indeed, papaya. I don't think you've ever taken the intended path then. It's usually the boring one, to be honest. Okay, this game does have a couple of interesting things on its regularly coded path. Haha, dickhead! I thwarted your attempt. Oh, I tripped. Now hold on. Apparently, in this direction, on the other side, is the speed bit. You may have used the catapult twice. Did you climb up on it? I think I tried to do that and failed. Power Wash's story is a time. I've not made it all the way through. Ah, damn it! I thought you get like a certain amount of time underwater. But no, I think you get to a certain depth and it's just like, no, you're done. Now, here's a trick I learned from the lovely Jailer Dark. And they don't call it a paddle boat for nothing. It's surprisingly good control. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, apparently shifting my body to the left or right is enough to turn it. And I don't get the physics on how that works. But works well enough for me. You all had you in stitches the first time you played it. For me, it's when you just you do well enough to get little snippets of the music. Because if you're like me, it's been so long since you heard any of that music that you forgot it was there. There's one kind of along those lines. Getting on up, or you're a lad in a pot with a stick, and that's your entire basis of movement. And the speedruns for that are absolutely nuts as well. Yeah, chariots of fire start swelling and you feel like a god, because you have mastered the very silly thing. Feel like a god and then immediately fall over. Yep. I've had at least half of that experience. Getting over it, yes, that's the one. Thank you, Steel Morgan, exactly what I was thinking. If I remember correctly, one gets out of this level. Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff over here that we didn't even touch. There's a ferry, there's a dock over in that direction, you climb over stuff. You're meant to bring this all the way up to here. We might still have to do that one, in fairness. We'll see. Oh, no, I remember how you get through this one. Not this. I'm just experimenting, but I do remember how it's done. Getting over it is a game to play if you hate yourself and desire punishment. I'm going through this without solving the intended puzzles, so I might fall into that category. Speedruns for getting over it are like an entirely different game. Talk about making it look easy. They are extremely graceful, as well as being, as the experts in the community would put it, fast as fuck boy. Borders, I'm not sure I should read that out loud. Unless you mean there's a snake in this game that I've never seen, which I believe I've gotten through all of this, so... Feels unlikely, but it is possible. He's snake. There's even a run category for riding the snake, then completing the game. Oh, in getting over it. You love hearing the devs take on speedrunning as you watch the speedrun of his own game. There are interesting reactions one can get from devs watching speedruns of their own game. Like, there's a good one of Psychonauts with the Double Fine devs, and most of the time it's either an explanation of how the bug is happening by whoever programmed it or had to look at the code last, or is them trying to blame each other. It's quite a sarky studio, it seems, so... Zenbound, you loved that game? Not like this, but you wrap an object in string and paint. When you finish the long game, there's an achievement for deleting your save file. It's the most thematic achievement ever. Oh. The Hitman one you saw had a, oh, I thought I fixed that. Was it someone imploring Alan to add details? Tim Schafer is just losing his mind throughout the whole thing, and it's great. Just... Because sometimes they are like that. It's just like, how the hell did that happen? Okay, so I've not really figured out another way of doing this. What's meant to happen is you get this tram up here. Wait for that to happen. This was the more recent Hitman games. Okay, fair enough. I think they've only made one reference to the Allen incident since the progenitor. But you know, this is the same set of games that brought us the homing briefcase, of which I've seen someone speak on that and say, "Dear developers, please, never fix this." Right, so you might notice that thing's got a wee hook on it. Don't know why it's got a chain under it, although I know One Yellow Dark was very happy for that chain to exist. But the idea is, put that on the hook. You put it on the hook. You put it on the hook, like so. Then you send the cart back down again, this whole barricade collapses, and despite having holes in it, that frees the water. Alternatively... Oh! No. I was wondering for a second. That's technically the same thing as here, except that chain doesn't end in anything. Could I use that? I might be able to use that. How would I get this thing off, though? That's the question. That the briefcase, the homing briefcase. That I was talking about? Yeah. Related to... oh, hold on. They not only fixed it, but made it a weapon, you think? Yeah. Yeah, the homing briefcase. I think they actually patched it out first, and then there was an outcry, and it was like, okay, well, we'll give you a special item back. I do particularly like... This has gone hilariously wrong. I do like it when remakes come along and some of the glitches are so iconic they stay in. Or I can see there's two modes of thinking regarding that one. There's, you know, like silly things like misspellings or mistranslations. You know, have a certain charm to them. You know, they could get kept or something like that. Then you've got something like an item duplication glitch, which is literally the game writing to or reading from memory that it's not supposed to, which is big danger. It is a dangerous thing to do that could result in crashes, save corruption, very bad things. Oh, got it, got it, got it. Kinda got it. Got it. How do I get it up? Oh, stairs, yes. Okay. This will be fantastic if it works. I'm somewhat doubtful, but it would be fantastic. Come on, rest of you. Come on, there we are. How must I do this? I'm standing in it now. I didn't mean to do that. God damn it. I need to stop holding the hoop, I think. It's not helping. Right. Oh, that's nearly it. That is nearly it. Unfortunate. Oh, bollocks. Nah, had it and I lost it. Dang. Darn and blast. Okay, take two. Oh, don't you dare. Let me out of here. Nee. Okay, grab it by the other end because the hoop is problems. Oh god, why even put a bloody beam right across the stairs? That's just agony. Yeah, that's not going to help me. Drag it. Oh no. How badly have I got this stuck? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I have the hoopy. Can I push the hoop back through? Push the hoop back through. No? Oh, this thing might be well and truly stuck then. Shit. Nope, no, it's moving, it's moving. Excellent. I'll just place you down here. Will you stay in place? You will not. You will not stay in place at all. And neither will I, apparently. Has anyone guessed what I'm trying to do yet? Aside from fashion myself a necklace, it would seem. That's not intentional, although I'm not terribly mad about it. You know, I can live with that. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to drag it by the hoop for now, at least until I get it up these stairs and into safety. Apparently that is a bigger concern than once I thought. Or a bigger headache, at least. Come on. Come on, you bastard chain. You can do it. Yeah, yeah, come on. Come on. There we go. Yeah. I have to try dropping it, I think, seeing if it does the... No, all of that went wrong. Don't play Hitman, but you love watching other people play it. I do have number 2, I think it is. 2 or 1 of the new series. As opposed to the original series from 2000 and as a fizzle. Yes, I am this committed to solving the puzzle wrong that I am absolutely going to torture myself. With a very silly idea. Like, if the game gave me a string, I'd be trying that instead. Oh no, I've just ended up in the same situation I did before. This is... problems. I don't know that's going to be the way. I don't think that's going to be the way to do it. There is, of course, another possibility. But I'll catch up on chat first. Half-Life devs were, oh, I worked really hard on that section you just skipped right over. There would be a bit of that, yeah, but you kind of got to roll with that punch. Not only never fixed but made up weapon, yeah. Loved watching Shovel Knight with the devs commentating. Really keen on, we found this exploit, but we thought it was cool, so we kept it. Yeah. I think Hollow Knight's dev said, we knew this was exploitable, and rather than fixing it, we fixed that it soft locked you afterwards. Yes. That's what I was saying earlier, is, you know, remakes will sometimes take a dangerous glitch and make it safe. So rather than overwriting God knows what memory it wasn't supposed to, you know, just be like, okay, we've detected the scenario, give them the result they would normally have gotten, and then just carry on safely. Don't know what I'm intending to do, but what I'm doing is making you laugh every time I turn around because you keep forgetting that goofy grin. It's the kind of face only a mother could. Hitman as opposed to Hitman subtitle, yeah. Did the first one have a subtitle? Or did that only come in with the sequels? Well, I'll put it this way, was it Hitman Silent Assassin or Hitman 2 Silent Assassin? Okay, here we go. Oh boy. Okay, they're not going to make that easy for me. Hitman Codename 47. Yes, you're right, that was the first one. Codename 47. So it must have been Hitman 2 Silent Assassin. I don't remember what the third one was called. Did that make Blood Money the fourth one? Right, so I was hoping for a tightrope act, but that doesn't look like it's going to be feasible. Ugh. Oh dear god, this is shambles. Right. Come on, you can get up one-armed. It's fine. It's fine. You're a strong, confident snowman who does not need to smoke. Oh, jeez, this was easier before, I'm sure of it. Maybe it was easier because I wasn't jumping around like a loon. Come on. You bastard. What happens if I just grab? I fall off because I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. Climb on. Position myself. Sled. It's actually working. Unbelievably. Ow! Could you? Okay. Jobbed. Incorrectly. Yep. That was not graceful. Then I fall through the water and into the sky. Wait, what? Okay, so what I was trying to do on that last one is wrap the chain around the pole, grab both ends, and then what do you call it, flying fox my way down. That did not happen. Then I realised that running down it would just send me fleeing. And then I decided to stand still. Got there in the end. So how about it? I think I've managed not to solve a single puzzle so far. Which is going to be irritating here because I might have to click... Where the fuck is my leg? Where's the fuck? My leg. My leg is an innie. Why is it an innie? Why has this happened to me? Band about. You're talking to your friend about the Hitman series and got so confused that the subtitle ones were made first. It's just not a good move, I don't think. I think those games should have different names. Before 2000, you basically needed a subtitle by law. Actually, yeah, there was quite a few of those. You had a dozen power failures, brownouts, noisy power incidents last night. Your main machine? UPS. Life is good. Your servers. Your servers. I will pour one out for your servers. So which Hitman 2 are we talking about again? Exactly. The bloody problem. Okay, that's past an hour. I'm going to give myself a wee break. As usual, same rules apply. Have a wee stretch, maybe step off the chair, give your legs a stretch, walk about, have a stretch of your back and various other limbs. Maybe get a snack or a drink. Make sure you're staying on top of your meds if you haven't already. That's important and you deserve it. And I will provide you some clips to marvel at whilst I'm off eating a yogurt probably. So enjoy that. I'll see you in a bit. Roll for puppy. So does anybody know what happened there? I don't know what happened there. I believe that's the
Creates fire. I was hoping it'd be a sort of basket for Le Bomb, but apparently not. So I'm just going to play that and see what happens. That. Brilliant.
Okay, I can wait for a bit. Okay, so we are. I thought we were going back to that elevator, but maybe not. Nearly done here. Nearly done. Everything is fine. I swear to God, I don't cue those up. That was just impeccably bad timing on my mouth words. Oh, friend. Save the puppy.
Take care of yourself, buddy.
Yeah. Baby eagle. See, now it's just
Gear activated.
Go to the, yep. No, go to,
Fucking
yep. Go to that.
get free transitions for no good reason.
It's that.
Look, I know a pentagram when I see one.
That wasn't a pentagram, it had too many lines on
It was a pentagram in sperm.
it.
Our implementation.
As they all say, arg upon dying. They do. So. What the fuck is going on here? He was standing right there, I was standing right there. He wasn't moving a muscle. I was electrocuting thin air. What the fuck? The game. Legit copy of the game and everything. Yeah, hide your voice from the microphone, Nikki, that makes sense. Yeah. Got the game, got the disc, and of course, the console but one plays it on. Which is definitely plugged into a capture card right now. And yeah. Hey Bree, welcome in. Yeah. You do
Just try and
Figure he's
turn
crouching
the
by the
switch
windows,
off
yeah?
now, you bastard.
Yeah, sorry about the volume. But bespoke animation. A new camera angle. Haha, you dick. Stitch that, you
Shit,
cunt.
man. You cutting it.
I'm just gonna live down here for a while. If that's okay. Oh. Ugh. Bloody hell. I'm glad you all laugh at my misfortune, because I was blatantly doing it for comedy and yeah, I've just noticed I end up on the floor more often than I thought I did. I've also just realised I didn't grab my water, so 1 second. I am back. I have acquired a water. There we go. So hi, Willowads, welcome in. Ooh, Orders. You have dough rising in the fridge and fresh ground beef sometime in the next 24 hours. Will be very good. Excellent. Bolognese with added artichoke. Excellent. Yum, 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 yum. Welcome back. Thank you. Does anyone know how to leg? Because my snowman does not. To the point where he just fucking fell over there. Oh dear. Okay. Well, we're doing this wrong, so naturally that means not doing the sensible thing, shutting down that fan, because actually before I do that I will demonstrate that I cannot just walk past it. Apparently it creates such a gust that I cannot help but find alternative means. But now I wonder, stop grabbing yourself. Also, I wish I could access my back that way. It would save me so many itches. You know, that's actually, that's worse than before. That's not, though. Hang on a minute. Again, stop grabbing your own back. That's not doing any of us any good. Why is your arm like that? Why are you like this, snowman? Oh, physics. Thou art a heartless bitch. Yeah, it appears the arm gets blown back, and therefore, any attempts to use said arm will be quite hampered. Come on. Nope, that's not advantageous. No. No, that's backwards. That's not further forward than the existing arm that's stuck to a thing. Don't know why I said existing arm. That doesn't make sense. Now, if I could just reach out and touch fan, that would probably solve a lot of my problems. But alas, no. Okay. Tiny bit of distance, and I'm pretty sure I could have Spider-Man'd my way up the wall by now. But some of you may know this already, I'm stubborn as hell. If I see a possibility for a thing, I might just go for that thing head on without thinking of anything else that I could be doing with my time. Also, my legs come back at my arse, that's good. That was looking to be a real worry for a second. Also, there's a thing up here. Maybe I can grab onto that. Or the wall. The wall is also a possibility. Not a great possibility, I'd rather not. Okay, so yeah, it blows me back from all heights in the region of that fan. Okay, game, I'm not convinced you know what you're doing at this point. This doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense. What you're doing, what I'm doing, doesn't make sense. You skipped leg day. Ah, well, yes, that explains it. It's physics. With the mean man face. Leg is back? Yeah, the leg was stuck right up me. Not touching lead, but hanging from it. Yes, physics. The reason I've picked this wall in particular is because there's a little opening here, which I'm hoping I can stand up on and skip a bit of the Spider-Manning. Oh! Headbutt it, apparently. Can I? Yes! And scoot my butt out of there. Unfortunately, more Spider-Maning. I think I've only managed to skip one room with that. But that's fine. For anyone who's come in late and doesn't know what we're doing, I'm trying to see how far I can get in this game whilst solving none of the puzzles in the intended fashion. And nearly screwing up by falling into the void. You know, we've all been there. Yes, I think that calls for a soups on DD, quite right. Actually, no, don't swing. Get the other arm up and swing off that. Like people do with Zelda dungeons. I suppose, yeah, they do. I don't know if that was such a thing in pre-Breath of the Wild Zelda dungeons, but it is sure as hell a thing now. Okay. So, step 1, can I open this door myself? It does not appear to be so. Oh, there's a lad. With a book and maybe another book? Or a slab? Something like that. Yep. 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 I'll swing to the left again, actually. Give myself a bit more swinging room, and then immediately drop. Not quite how I intended that to go. TBH. Oh. Yep. Come on. Like, if only the wrist gets over the ledge. They'd be like, no, you can't grab onto anything. Which is very inconvenient for me. And I have to sort of edge my way up to the, what do you call it, to the ridge. To the right height. More so than I'm already edging my way up there. Okay, that was a bit of a squeaky bum time, but we made it. Now, if I recall correctly, you're meant to fill these boilers with coal, which, you know, this stash up here would help with that. No falling, no fall run, any percent. And doing all that causes something to explode. I think it's that chimney there. Could just be I end up with a big old climb in my future. So, I hope we get some good chat out of this, because could be in here for the long haul. Oh, this is actually more difficult to climb than I thought. Have a look around, see if there's a shortcut. There's a ledge which is interesting, that could prove useful. I've also thought of another thing that might help. You loved how I pointed. I did say earlier, it's like there's not a lot of, for lack of a better term, point to it. Because, well, you can't see it. There's a big bloody snowman hidden in the way. Actually, change my mind about how I want to do this. It beep. It beeps when it reverses. This vehicle is rehearsing. I hope it's not rehearsing. I hope it's fully fledged by now. And forgive me if I take this a little slow, or not. Apparently just gonna bloody well gun it, because I have seen the consequences of going too fast or too far or too soon, or seeing the whole of the moon. Niche reference that two folk will possibly get. Where we turned this vehicle left and accidentally drove it off a cliff. Off of one of these highways, in fact. And the thing is, when it landed, it did not stop. Indeed, it was going as fast as it ever was. And still turning left. But it spawned back where it started and then just continually drove left and off the edge. We could not stop it. Okay. See if we can get into this one. Where's the... Yes, here we go. Perils of aging geekdom. You once had trouble remembering the word food, but you haven't heard the log song in almost 30 years and you remembered every line but one. Intriguing. Wanted to quote, not quite how I wanted that to go, to be honest, just for the meta joke, but it's too general. Yeah, I see your logic there. That might not be as useful as I hoped. I might need to keep it low enough that I can still walk up it. Climbing up it might be problems. Well, walking up it seems to be no easy feat either. Okay, bring it closer, because the farther I have to jump, the more height I'm going to lose to that distance. No, it's definitely as much as it's turning. Might be the best I can do, and frankly I'm not sure I got much of a time save out of this one. It was indeed an infinite yeet. And how hysterical I got in that clip still makes me laugh to this day. I believe it's a clip on Jailadark's channel if you want to see it. Actually, does the mod want to do a shout out for Jailadark? Because I can't really pause in the middle of Spider-Manning without falling all the way down. Yes, Jailadark is my sister-in-law, but her channel is a fun time, and I would recommend it. Ironically, I've done this on the side of this chimney that doesn't have the ledge, which would potentially give me a wee perch to rest at and the opportunity to jump. Oh, what the hell happened there? The opportunity to jump. But yes, infinite yeet indeed, Willowaz. It was just respawning and driving left right off the edge. Oh no, I'm gonna have to solve this one. I don't wanna. What is even happening? I think I was going in a slow motion or something there. I'm confused. A little height on that, that's fine. Same height. There we go. Good one, good one. Yeah, not bad. A bit of height there, not bad. Ah, good one. Good height gain. Now, to my mind, this will have been one of those wasn't intended but left in type of mechanics. The fact that you can blatantly climb doing this. Get a bit of height to it. Bit of height to it. bit of height to it. Oh, this is all going wrong. In my defense, I am more used to working on flat walls than I am rounded chimneys. Go for that ledge just to give myself a bit of a break. Let me up, let me up. I mean, a lot of puzzle games have the mindset of, if you want to skip the puzzles because you think climbing a wall is more fun, you do you. Yeah, I kind of feel like the game's playing me at this point. Aha, game, I'll show you. I'll horribly inconvenience myself to... Wait. Maybe the game was laughing at me all along. Ugh. I really hope it's this one that's the exit, because Jesus Christ, look what I'm doing with my life. I mean, come on. There's stubborn and there's fucking stubborn. And I think I have long since surpassed fucking stubborn. There we go. Oh, yes! Please be exit, please be exit, please be exit. Oh, come on. Exit! Yay! Ow, oh, fucking hell. You mean, human fall flat is less aggressive than look at you inside, but it still sounds like the computer is doing this on purpose. Blum! Yeah, somewhat. Oh, no, 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 no. Big block you can push down, that's just what you want me to think, game. I'm not here to play your game. I'm blatantly here to play your games. I don't know why I said that. Yep. Ah. Maybe not. Maybe not that way. Maybe this way. Yep, that works. Oh, come on. There we go. Sometimes you jump and down and climb. And sometimes you just down the arms. They don't work otherwise. I need to stretch my wrists out a little bit, actually. I just heard them do a cracky crack. Ooh. Get up here, get a better vantage point, see what I'm dealing with. Swing should do it. Yes. 8 crossed hands, but still worked. Still worked. Everything is fine. There's actually quite a distance. I am not 100% on my chances, especially after doing that. That was rather silly. You know what, maybe it'll just be easier to reset this thing. Or maybe it wouldn't. Maybe it's easier to push something upwards when your legs meet the ground. As I recall, the solution involves traversing all of this and then ending up there. It will not surprise you to know I don't want to do all that. I would like to do the other thing. So why don't we try... Yes. No, I was hoping that would pivot, but it did not. Pivot! Oh, no, don't climb on it, don't climb on it. That'll make it harder to move. Now, that is objectively not enough weight to keep this in place. However, not sure I have choice. Oh. Oh, no, 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 you bloody well don't! Okay, maybe you do. Well, I hubris pretty fucking hard there. But, idea. But, better idea. I am astounded that I don't have a hubris quote. Surely to God. Oh, if I don't have one after this, something's definitely gone wrong. Your favourite creepy snowman. Like, is there a tier list for this stuff, Rizolka? Also, thank you very much for the subscription. Welcome in. Merry time zone to you. As you can see, we've gone actually a fair bit into the game without solving any of the puzzles properly. I'd be surprised. I don't want to be surprised. I want to know as little about this situation as possible. Stop it. Let me on. What was the line? I hubrised pretty hard there. Yes. I believe that's correct. And our hero valiantly pulled on the ground, and yet it stubbornly refused to do his bidding. Because it was the fucking ground. Okay. Okay. So. You know, what is plank but big stick? Big flat stick. Big.
What is glass but tortured sand?
What indeed.
It's a table.
Even though he doesn't really what's there. Actually, I think there might have been a couple of tables in the game already. Legitimate use for one of these video clips? Surely not, that doesn't sound right. Okay, that should still do it. Unless that plank wants to bugger off on its own again. Right. Up we go. Yes, weirdly enough, that block is enough to pull that seesaw down. I'm hoping the combined weight of those two will turn this into an effective platform. I also wish now that I'd moved it out a bit further, because that's not going to do as much for my jumping as I hoped it would. But here we go anyway. Yeet! Well, I actually hit the other side, which is more than I thought was going to happen, because that's actually quite a big gap, if you look at it. I looked at it from the top of that little block tower and I thought, there is no friggin' way I'm making that, not even with a diagonal jump. And frankly, I don't know if diagonal running is faster in this game or not. I think there's a case to be made for bunny hopping, but I've never tried to science it. I couldn't tell you that for sure. There we are. I have to admit, when you get into a rhythm with this Spider-Manning, it's very satisfying. Oh. If you don't let go of the wrong mouse button, it's even more satisfying. I have managed to lose quite a couple of complicated maneuvers just from letting go of the wrong mouse button. Your back is wretched today? Boo! Probably doesn't help that you're still half asleep. I've never known that to hurt my back, honestly. Just don't feel great in addition to having a sore back. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope your back behaves itself soon. Because normally my response to these things acting badly is to stab them. And I don't think that would make your problem better. You're shocked how many games still have diagonal running issues. It's a weird fact of maths that is just really quite easy to overlook. You know, motherfuckers act like they forgot about Pythagoras. Okay, just for my own well-being, I'm going to try and say that without fucking it up. Motherfuckers act like they forgot about Pythagoras. In case you don't know what we're talking about, it's the phenomenon that without correction, a game character will usually run faster whilst walking at a diagonal than they would be just walking in one direction. And it's to do with the maths of multiplying vectors together. Very simply. Then again, if we can still have games that don't work beyond a certain frame rate, then maybe we shouldn't be that surprised. Because, you know, about, you know, in the last 5 years, I'm pretty sure there's been some games, can't name them off the top of my head, so grain of salt and all that. There has been games where they've either had locked frame rates or bad things happen if you go past those frame rates. Like, it has a certain limit they never tested past, and that's it. Granted, I don't think it's an easy, well, easy yes. Simple and quick solution, no. I mean, you've done it before. You think everyone who's ever made something move with key press has done it, but it's so widely acknowledged. But even Half-Life 2 has the issue. Well, Half-Life 2 had a hell of a time with bunny hopping, didn't it? Oh. There's a hole there. Now I know. Which they tried to fix by reducing your speed whilst attempting to bunny hop, so you wouldn't get that speed increase. But they just subtracted from speed, so it gave birth to backwards bunny hopping, where I think you could go even faster. Yeah, the reverse bunny hop or whatever, big speedrunning trick. Yeah. Ridiculous. Although Portal, also a very good game for solving the thing wrong. There was definitely granted, you know, Valve games are play tested to absolute death. Even those can be speedrun. Even those have glitches. But there was definitely a couple of puzzles in Portal where they're like, okay, there's a blatantly easy way to solve this puzzle in the first room. We're gonna leave it in. We're happy with that being there. If you want to do the big complicated thing to make that happen, you go right ahead. Back pain should 95% clear up by getting up, but you're still drowsy, so getting up is the last thing you want to do. I too have been hit by attacks of the big sleepy quite recently. There we are. Okay. Ooh, did I make stairs? This thing fuck off? Can I get my arm back from behind my head? Yes, I can. No. Why no let me stairs? I want a stairs. Butt hopping? Bunny hopping. Portal, very good game that would occasionally just frustrate you. It do be like that, but in its defense, it is short, so it manages to pack a lot into all of that. Okay. Let's try the dumb thing first. No, Nope, turns out I can't lift it. Wait. What? I didn't know you could limbo under those. Shit. Portal was an outside development house, but Valve loved the game so much they brought them on board. Yeah, they did. Still the source engine though, so same rules apply. We never played it, but it came on the orange box, tried it on a whim, and it was just so amazing. I'm pretty sure I did the same, frankly. Now, this one could be interesting. There may be a certain aspect to this level which prevents me from cheesing it. Big Sleepy sounds lovely until you remember you get psoriatic arthritis. It's worse the longer you sleep. Yeah. My neck does that. Like, there's only a certain amount of time it wants to be still and steady. So naturally I decided to work on computers for a living. Well, work with computers. Work on computers in my spare time / when they break. Aha, you thought I was going to go out of that window, but I went out of this thing. Just in case I die, get my shortcut back. Oh, actually, this could be useful. Holding onto the ground, not so useful. You're meant to get the axe and chop that log down. So I have to think of literally anything else to do. Whilst the music gets real dramatic. Boing, 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 boing. Oh, no. You're tipping. I saw you tipping. Bad. It's a bad plank. And that's not a terribly well-behaved crate either. Yeah. As much as I have started to get the hang of not sleeping a full 8 hours and just having something resembling a nap, I definitely need to set alarms, otherwise it will just... I will be down and possibly out for the void, for the full 7 or 8 hours. Don't tell me reset, don't tell me reset. Okay, good. And that's still there. Also good. I kind of want to push it though, I kind of want to see if I can get this plank further out. Kind of. Probably still on its side, isn't it? Okay. Open the door with my face. Right, this is not going to serve me. So wobbly the crate a little bit, see if we can get this plank down. There we go. I think we've got a bit more length on it now. Calculate the diagonal and... Oh, yes! Again, yes! So cave systems to the right, some kind of pressure boiler in the middle. House with creepy cages. Lovely. Throw away that. Yep. Figure I'll get a height advantage from up here, so worth investigating. Oh, shit. I hear a bone breaking noise there. I didn't think these things had bones. I think the main character is in fact called Bob. For some reason. Okay, so I may be able to get over the gate that way. This is where my no puzzles run may fall apart. Oh, it swings. I'm not sure I can even get up there without doing at least one puzzle. As much as that will pain me. Okay, let's try this. No! No. I nearly slid all the way off. Which does happen in this game. You can just spawn in and land in such a spot where you just fall off a ledge again. What? Ugh. Yeah, please. There we go. Oh no. Okay. Maybe the height advantage wasn't worth it. No. Remember to jump. Jumping is crucial. It's like part of your whole thing. You know, jump work makes the plan work. Yep. Yeah, haha. There we go. Get wrecked, gate. Only a couple more weeks till you qualify for them fancy injections, which should resolve the arthritis. Excellent. My fingers are crossed on that one. Looking forward to going back to your natural colour. You've been on the edge of sunburn for the last couple of weeks. Yes, unfortunately medical tens will do that. Coming at work, you hadn't seen for a while, asked if you'd been to Bali recently because of how not pale you are during winter. It is... it is an odd time of year for a suntan. I see this person's logic. But you didn't answer the question. Have you been to Bali? Okay, we're getting dangerously close to having to solve a puzzle properly, but I do get to ride in a minecart. Oh, I'm not going to use anything puzzly in here, but I do want to see what's behind here. Apparently that's not how it works though. Darn. Oh well, minecart time. Oh no. Oh no, I'm not in it properly. I'm not in it properly. Stop. Stop. Help. Ah! No. Oh. Oh, you. Oh, game. Oh, I hope you respawned that. That minecart. Because it's not a puzzle, so I'm not counting it, but it is quite possibly my only way down. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Normal grabby in. Yay! There we go. And then I just need to... yeet! Ah! Oh, now it stays in place. Now it doesn't break off and fall off a ledge. There you go. Get fucked. You would... Excuse you. You know, get in the fucking sea. Get in the sea. I say. You go join him. Oh, that was some yeet actually. I hit a checkpoint. Oh no, no, grab on again, 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 you little fucking snowman bastard, grab on again, grab on again, grab on again. There we go. Everything is fine. Oh no, 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 don't look down when you're doing that, your character will attempt to climb. Textbook landing? No, let's just try this again. From all the way back here, fine. So the most fascinating EULA. It states that the source code constitutes a trade secret. Nevertheless, they grant permission to reverse engineer, decompile, and modify the software, as well as make new content. We'll call it the anti-Owlcat license. Dare I ask about the situation with the Owlcat license? I've not heard of this one. I imagine it is a fuck. Because, I mean, there's got to be a certain point where a EULA is asking for something unenforceable, and it must have already happened. Given how corporate America is, I refuse to believe that's a situation we haven't encountered yet. Yeah, I'll climb up the house to get a better lay of the land, but I do suspect I'm dangerously close to the point where I can't avoid the puzzles. Yeah, good ride until the crash at the end. The plummet. Quite the plummet. Just your bedroom, save all your overseas time for another place in several weeks' time. Yes. Don't know what I expected to find down here. Try that again. There we are. Okay, that didn't seem like the way to go. Oh, do those move? They're shiny. Nee. Gib. Nope. Okay. Mm-hmm. Cheers. Ooh. Can you eat these? Yeah. They don't break. I'll disappoint, but fine. You'll see if you retain any medical time by then. Owlcat made Pathfinder. They say you can't reverse engineer, decompile, or mod their game unless you ask them via email first, so you stopped updating your mod. Fair. Very fair. I was thinking the Owlcat sounded familiar, and that may well have been why. Okay, we've hit another hour again, so I'm going to throw it back to a break screen. As ever, have a stroll, have a stretch, stretch your legs, stretch your face, get a snack, get a drink, make sure you stay on top of your meds if you haven't already. Enjoy some clips, and I shall see you in a bedroll for puppy.
That is a bit better, actually. This was a wise decision once I had adjusted for how my brain expected it to work. And then also people can tell you to get in the fucking sea and you can just answer okay. I did not expect this thing to hop like a mad bastard. Oh, that was unexpected. Maybe it'll eventually make its way up there, who knows? Dance, little siege machine, dance. Everybody dance now. Bow, 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 bow. Copyright strike.
I'm gonna reload. I've decided I deserve something nice, and that is it. Who let this fucker in here?
And it took fewer bullets to kill him now than it would have if he had transformed.
Methodical approach to this. all starts here. But given that that has been an hour and a half, I will go on a little bit of a break. So give yourself a stretch, maybe grab a snack or some water. Take your meds if you haven't already. Want to stay on top of that. And I will be back right after I read this message. So, Random American Law Strangeness. You know how we get all crap. But I'm not sure I'm getting hurt by these things. Had to say it. Had to fucking say it.
Looking at the Hitman universe, can't imagine how insurance works. Sorry, sir, but can't insure you. You own a chandelier, floor-to-ceiling windows, and a full kitchen. That's fine if you're in occupation group C or lower, but you're a crooked pharmaceutical CEO, which puts you at a higher risk of accident. How? We don't know, but the actuaries insist.
So glad they picked this angle for the animation. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Groovy.
Yep.
That's
Oh, you should probably save, by the way.
I've done so.
Yay.
Wait, what the fuck just happened there? Did anyone else see that?
Gus? I was looking at the walkthrough, I'm afraid.
There's a wibbly thing in the middle of the screen.
Oh.
It's not really, but that just felt profound to say, so I said it. Regardless of consequences or common sense. Which is why we have Quote Boss in the first place, because we'll say something dumb out of context and chat reminds us about it forever. That's how it works. So that's maybe something I could pick your brain about at some point. I don't know how the... It's alright, I'll wait for yous. What the fuck? I mean, if you can pull that move off, what the fuck you doing in a terrorist cell?
There's a couple of good clips there. Oh, I don't have the game on screen. So, I had a quick look at a speedrun and how they got past this level. They do indeed bypass the puzzles by picking up an axe and doing some kind of item jump on it, which brings them all the way underneath that island I'm looking at and up through the bit that you're meant to fall through. I don't believe I can pull that off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try for a wee half hour to see if there's anything else I can do. And also maybe try their technique of fast climbing walls, because it looks far more efficient than mine. Just need a decently sized wall to practice on. Might do it. Maybe. No, I don't know what they're doing there, but it looks like this. They just look... Have to look at it again and try and get a better idea what they're doing. But that's what it looks like. They just like grab, pull up, grab again, pull up. Like their arms are moving faster than mine for reasons I don't fully understand. But yeah, entire game 8 minutes. 8 bloody minutes. I don't want keeping track. I'm going slower than that. Quite a bit actually. Oh, bloody hell. You know what, maybe I'll just stand here, but nope. I'll get up. Oh, wait a minute, I have a key that can take care of that. Ugh. I don't know why his head gets so wobbly, but for some reason there is a play dead key. But your rhythmic spider mining is quite a soothing thing to see. He get drunk. I think he's been drunk this entire time, frankly. But yeah, lots of buddy hopping in the speedrun as well. Which, I don't know, the speedrun seems less interesting to me after that. It's, don't get me wrong, still a hell of an achievement. Still a great display of skill. Maybe if I tried it myself, it would be a lot funnier, but it's just... There's something about one technique solving all. I don't know, maybe I was just a bit disappointed. Maybe I was expecting more and different technical things to happen. Don't know what I was hoping to achieve there, but I did not achieve, not even a bit. Think of terminal montages Zelda videos where Link moves pretty much how we all move him. Like original Zelda, or spin. For anyone wondering, we're meant to find a battery. We charge it in this thing by twisting this hingabout. We put the batteries in the elevator, take it up there, and then we do a bunch of similar stuff to make a Frankenstein's monster alive, which opens the door, and we fall through it. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. All out of bounds runs just seem boring no matter how technical they are. Yeah, I think so. It's just I'm desperately trying to find a way of saying something other than it's cheating. Because it's not cheating, it's mastering something the devs didn't intend to speedy your way through the game, which is incredible in its own way. Well, it has a battery. I'm not trying to climb on the battery to jump on it, you're trying to climb on the battery to jump on it. Okay, if my keyboard hasn't been audible before, it will be now. Somehow hitting the spacebar harder makes it more jump. That works, right? Can get rid of the yeah bastard. There we go. Monk. Okay. Door might not open so easily if there's a battery in the way. Maybe this will be easier to jump on. There's definitely a nuance to this trick that I'm not getting. And part of that nuance is don't hold on to the fucking ground. Something I am clearly not mastering too. Of course, I don't know if this exploit was patched out and the speedrunners are using old versions or what, so... But yeah, the speedrunning version of this is very much a bootstraps type of jump. Yes, I'll take the spare double bed. You're only a bit drunk, you'll remember this tomorrow. Also, ang. Alright, perfect. All yours. Like I said, just arrange transportation. I'll help you carry it in. ignore the stain where somebody spilled a bottle of Coke on the bed, not naming any names, but it's pretty faded. It's been steam cleaned because, you know, I had somebody over to sleep on it and it seemed like the thing to do, so there we go, perfect. Taken care of. Also, hope you're having a good night being oot oot. You don't remember doing that. I could not possibly say who was responsible for this happening. You don't notice it when there's a sheet on there anyway. You could even like get a wee mattress topper to further the divide. You're now going home home. Excellent. Going home home to puppy puppy. And cat cat. And other cat. Because you are drunk. Excellent. Was this the Star Wars bar night, or is that a different night? But I do appreciate you checking in when you're, you know, doing the outside world thing that I've heard so much about. Unfortunately, you've missed all the exciting stuff. It's just me wandering around saying, can I get round doing this puzzle? When the answer is probably no, I can't. Nah, it's your birthday next week. Excellent. Hi, Catbat. Welcome in. This doesn't look like a human. What's inhuman about this? Does this not meet your Western standards of beauty? Work night out, so you ate a lot of Mexican food and drank a lot of tequila. Excellent. Sounds fun. Face is so much worse than I imagined. Happy to help? If not, you're sleeping on my cozy couch. That too is an option. Indeed, we might go absolutely nuts and swap couches this time round. Because you mostly spent it on the two-seater and I mostly spent it on the three-seater, as I usually do. Creepy fucking snowman rides again. And he's drunk. Because the game gave me a Y key and damn it, I'm going to use it. Right, can I jump on you? Does that make the trick work? It does not appear to. Christ, am I stuck up a tree again? Good. I don't know if I could have borne the shame of getting stuck in a tree in two separate games. That's one game too many, quite frankly. One time you can blame it on the game. Twice, well, the link is you. He just dove over it. Silly snowman. Silly little snowman. Yes, hammering the spacebar repeatedly does not appear to be the way to do this. Thank you for the quote, Catbat. Thank you for the quote, Jayla. Which one actually got through? I think it was Catbat's. Must have looked at like some sort of beached whale at times. Couched whale, certainly a thing too big for that two-seater. You are not too big for that two-seater. You are a person on a couch. No more, no less. Get stuck in a tree once, shame on tree. Oh, excellent. Excellent work, Papaya. Thank you for showing off your emotes, Jayla. I'm not gritting my teeth. I'm not grinding them down to the gums. As a child, you got stuck in trees frequently. You did not grasp the concept of coming back down. Catbat... I'd always assumed that the cat part of your name came from like a real life name or a name that you preferred. I did not realize you were referring to a species. Does he know who else goes up trees and then forgets the coming back down part? Cat. It is indeed a food face, Pickledy Dog. Signed feline by tree. I mean, I'm not sure trees should be butting into our affairs that way, but when they're right, they're right. Okay, maybe I will just do this the normal way for something to do. Yeah. I think I have to spin this the normal way, because... Oh, come on! I can't just do my stick out arm and flop it down maneuver when there's only one handle. There we are! Get out of here. Best face I've ever made. I'm pressing X to doubt on that one. Don't bats leave trees? No, but cats don't. So... partial cat, partial bat. You are a complex person, indeed. You have a light scar on your stomach from getting scratched as a tree when you fell down as a kid. Oh! Oh, that doesn't sound fun. I'm sure there are better faces one could find. In times of adversity or extremely silly video game challenges. I tend not to be very expressive, actually. Like, as I'm fond of saying, I don't smile by default. And in fact, I don't make a lot of expressions by default, I feel. So, the fact that this one was captured for prosperity was, you know, the fact that it was taken in the middle of a speech. Which is my excuse. So there we go. We've solved the puzzle. I got most of the way through dark. And, yeah. That is to say, you're a carrier of rabies and you hang upside down often. I mean, one of those I'll believe, Catbat. Now you have to know what happens if you try to drive one of those batteries in reverse. Let's find out. Goes back down, right? Yes. You're gonna snuggle Cat Bishop so much when you get home. Yay! He's a special boy and he deserves the snuggles. Even if he does sometimes sing the song of his people. Also, swear to God, until that clip, I don't think I'd heard that cat vocalize. Oh no, tell a lie. I did... Well, there you go. That's what happens when they're the wrong way around. I did hear him hiss at Opie once, when Opie was remotely near Opie's own food. And Cat Bishop was not amused by this turn of events. They have an odd relationship, those boys. There you go, it doesn't work, but it does make sparks. Come. There we go. You would totally try this, of course, but not with a real battery. No, no. If you can set a floppy disk drive on fire by putting the power plug in upside down, I don't think it would work out any better trying it with a battery. But now I think about it, I plug my batteries in the wrong way around in my vape all the time. And yeah, it just does nothing. He will not enjoy it. Motherly's drunk love is only vaguely tolerated. Real batteries are for licking. Catbat? No. If I'm the one that has to tell you that, then... Well, I'm glad someone told you, and it might as well have been me. You've worked with real explosives that were less butt-clenching. I mean, as a popular phrase, and by popular I mean a guy told me it once. As a phrase goes, fuck you, chair. As a phrase goes, fuck you, other chair. As a phrase goes, I'll get to this eventually. As a phrase goes, the safeties on a nuke are so sophisticated you can nuke and it won't nuke. Yeah, disclaimer, no, batteries are not for licking. If you've been affected by any of the issues brought up in tonight's stream, what the fuck? you have clearly lived a life, I guess. Oh, can I limbo under this one? I so want to limbo again. I'm utterly fascinated that that even remotely worked. Well, it's a phrase now, isn't it? Thank you again, Catbat. But, I have many people willing to quote me here. But some of them are just faster than others. No, what are the conditions for limbo, then? I don't get it. You had to clip and solder a new connection onto a LiPo battery, and you've never been so acutely aware that clippers are metal and you needed to keep those leads separated at all times. Have you ever tried to replace the power switch for an electric shower? Because let me tell you, if you have a metal screwdriver and they accidentally make contact with two wires at once, they make a big spark. A big blinding spark. Well, partially blinding. And it can be quite butt-clenching if you happen to be standing on a chair or a step ladder at the time. So I've heard. You have to limbo under a door you could have just opened. I know I did that with the, you know, back in the temple level. Yeah, I can open that thing with my bare hands. Now I'm half twerking. It's like a combination of yoga and twerking, which I'm surprised that doesn't... Oh, I don't know that it doesn't exist. I'm surprised I haven't seen it. Didn't know you could twerk with only one butt cheek. It's a specialised skill. Like, nothing to do with the job, but it goes on the resume, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's rare enough that you gotta let people know. Sounds terrifying, you usually don't see those in the States. Do you not have electric showers, or is it you use something else? You recall being told as a child to just downstairs and put a penny in the breaker, we don't have any fuses. That sounds like a spicy evening indeed. Because technically, yes. Fuses exist in one sense. You know, half their function is to provide a conductor between 2 points. However, it's also meant to break in the middle if a certain amount of voltage goes through it, so... Oh, go downstairs. Right, okay. Cool. If that was a situation I got into regularly, I would at least hope to have a pair of chopsticks to do the job with. Electric in-shower heads, water heaters. Don't think you've seen one here. I don't think it's like in the shower head, because I've heard those referred to as death showers. This is like a big old box that's fixed to the wall. And I hope the water gets heated in there and then pumped into the shower head away from where the electricity is running into it. Because otherwise, I might never take a shower again. You're a naive kid, the adult present should have been less deranged. Yeah, maybe they should have, at the absolute least, supervised. Or maybe they thought you'd already done that at some point. I think usually the technique is to, to put a paperclip in as a replacement fuse. I regret to inform you, I'm going to have to actually solve another puzzle. Much as it pains me to do so. One cable. Two cable. And watch as I slowly stop being able to move because the cables get caught on something. Of course, I could just bring one of them at once and not jump about like a fanny, but the UK shower temperature boxes are still unique and bizarre to me. I must confess, I don't fully know how they work. And yet I have replaced the, what do you call it, the breaker switch for one of them. Because, I don't know, just feels kind of embarrassing calling in an electrician to take care of that. Even though that is precisely what I did the first time it broke. But in my defense, I opened that thing up myself, undid the screws, had a look at it, saw burnt wires and thought, yeah, I'm gonna let a professional take care of this. But I've replaced it since. And house did not go on fire, so I feel like I did something right. Come on, come on, come on. Shit. Come on. Damn you, physics. Being all physicsy. Oh, fucking hoof it, you cunt. There we go. And now it's fallen over. Brilliant. This game only occasionally frustrates the ever-loving shit out of you. Definitely better with other people, though. And share the pain together. Yep. Fucking... Thank you for the clip borders. Done more electrical home DIY than you would feel comfortable with. I mean... The worst that can happen, if you switch it off at the wall, is that it doesn't work when you turn it back on. Or something goes hysterically wrong, something shorts out, and you break some equipment. I feel like that's kind of the limit. Okay, I'm really surprised Damn You Physics wasn't already in there, frankly. As to my phrase, yes, you can nuke and nuke and it won't nuke. It's dirty, but they won't go off. The timing required is shockingly precise and really cool how they solved it in the 40s. Ah, yes. No puzzle solving, only bad electrical practices. I think this entire level is nothing but bad electrical practices. As you will see shortly. And weirdly, it's only partially this bit. Because that is going to power a Frankenstein. Get up there. And don't just pull him off. No, he's pretty solidly sitting there. And burn you in an incinerator. I did burn you in an incinerator. Well, no, hold on. I didn't burn you in an incinerator. Jayla burned you in an incinerator at your suggestion. I trapped you in an incinerator. You know, big difference, I feel. This looks foreboding. Only a little. Also, I jumped down too soon. I was meant to do something first. And that something was move that carty thing over. That's one thing I need. Blue cable's already up there, so now I've got both cables. Worst thing that can happen is it burns your house down once you turn it back on. Again, that's what circuit breakers are for. I mean, don't be cavalier with it or anything. But, you know, and certainly the way to do it, if possible, is to have somebody right by the circuit breakers. For one, it saves you a trip all the way down to the circuit breakers, then back up to whatever you're trying to repair to see if it's worked. But also, it means if it turns back on and something horrendous happens, it means they can switch the circuit breaker off again immediately. Give him a hug. Quick, jam a penny in there. We needed electricity first. We are solving the wrong problem. I mean, I'll jab a penny up him if he really asks me nicely, but not right now. Especially considering he is not conscious and cannot consent. Yeah, I didn't even need to grab onto this one. And just move it with my body. Nope, stop moving back. Yep, nope. Oh well, I need you to come down and get the cable anyway. Now, the real fuck of this one will be getting the cable into the platform. The irony is the timing system they used is basically identical to the functioning of the GM tube they use in radiation detectors. XKHCD makes the point that Frankenstein's in the public domain, so we should just make a version where the monster is called Frankenstein and settle the confusion once and for all. It's the smart man that runs XKCD, I've always said it. For some reason I forgot his name for a second. It's Randall Munro, isn't it? Okay, part of the cable's in. More of the cable's in. Yes! There we go. Now I just need to pack in the, whatever the fuck those are. So yes, this is as far as I got without properly solving any for fuck's sake. Excuse me. This is as far as I got without solving any puzzles, but I can also prove that the puzzles can be solved by one. They are so much easier to solve with multiple people. Unless you're the only one, I suppose, who has any idea of what they're doing, and then it would be like herding cats. Or if you've got people who are trying to randomly throw you off cliffs. Again, not a real story, definitely not. Yeah. No? Wrong way? It was the wrong way. You survived the first incident with the incinerator, so you figured it would be fun to live it again. Okay, and hear me out. We give the monster a cooler name. Or a pun name, like, it's like, oh, Frankenstein's named after a sausage now. Frankenfurt. Actually, no, hold on, that's taken. But then we'll have to differentiate, like, Frankenstein 1818, Frankenstein 2023, or Frankenstein Classic, and New Frank. You're contractually obligated to make the joke Frankenstein 2 Electric Boogaloo. Of course. Or, you know, Frankenstein 2 The Quickening. Yeah! Or are you just remembering them being referred to as Frankenstein's Adam? What? Whomst did that? Herding cats? You mean like herding engineers? They're the same picture. Now you have BDG's Give Me a Man After Midnight in your head. Oh dear. Rock Studson, Frankenstein's cooler, smoother monster. He's a cool guy who never looks at explosions. Just walks away with Danger Zone playing in the background. He brought his own boombox, sure, but you know, it's not cheating. Right. Come on. Get over there. I'm going to fetch this bloody cable again. I don't know if they actually have to match the colours or not, but it feels right. And I'll probably get them in and my attention span will be so bad that I'll forget which one I plugged into what socket. And then get them wrong 2 seconds later. Come with me, ground! Nah, never works. Come on. Right, where am I going again? Ah, yes. Door. 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 Yeah. Door. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Everything is fine. Nothing is the matter. Rah! I hold them above my head. Yeah. Just this sweet Rocky Horror Show picture reference from 7 different people from 3 different nations. That doesn't rhyme. I'm thinking of it, neither did the original. Yeah. There we go. And again, me pulling off my old trick of holding on to the ground for no good goddamn reason. Oh, come on. Why does he hold the ground so often? There's the high ground and all, but it's not that important. Of course I pulled it out. Of course I did. Ah! Okay. In he goes. Then hop. And duck. And then the moment we've been sort of waiting for. There we go. Right? Maybe? Fucking yeet! Wonder if they'll come back down. Nope. He's his own 7-nation army because his donors came from around the world. Okay, so made it past half past. I don't want it to be the longest one today. I do still have a touch of the sleepy, although it is going away, which is nice. You realise we were talking about Frankenstein in the first place. Way to pay attention. Oh, I maybe forgotten myself in amongst all of the everything. It's alive! Oh, he's gone. It's alive! Over there, somewhere, I presume. For at least the next 30 seconds. Oh, there's a plume of smoke. No, he's gone. Okay, let's fix my arm. There we go. And then yeet myself for prosperity. Or some such. I was wondering why I couldn't see the ground for a second there. I was like, am I coming back down? Well then, you'll get out of bed and get into bed. I get into bed. Like shift work. Like, I prefer to think of it as a tag team. But yes, alas, it must end. For I have done what I set out to do, which was get as far as I could without solving any of the puzzles properly. And what did that get me? 2.5 hours of streaming. That's the only answer I have on that one. Luckily, we have an excellent place to raid into. I think you probably know him already. He was shouted out earlier. It is Neek. Is his cursedness. It still seems to be going. Who is streaming with Supertalia DX, who is also absolutely wonderful. They're playing Solasta, which is the closest thing we have to a game based on the D&D 5e rule set, if I remember correctly. And thank you for the final quote, Catbat. I appreciate. Thank you for stream and several quotes. Indeed. Thank you all so much for being here. It has been fun. Don't know what I'll do next week. Very rarely do. But I'll figure something out. in the meantime, I've already given him a shout out and I'm about to give him a raid, so let's be horrible. Let's make the raid message Crumpet. So, be prepared to type that in when we make it in. If you could, capital C full stop at the end, that'd be lovely. Thank you all again for being here. And I shall see you some other time. Goodbye, fine fellows, folks, peoples and whatnots. Goodbye. Or, you know, I could forget how the raid works again and I need to press the button and then press the button again and now I'm pressing the button again. Okay, bye.